This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weight. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday. Jason Walker Show back inside the Off the Wall Mancave after a great weekend. Hope you had a good one too. We will talk to Helena High coach Dane Broadhead. He had a good weekend. Bengals pick up the first win of the year on Friday night, steamrolling Hellgate, and it gets real for the Bengals this week with Glacier coming to town, Capital next week. We'll have our Auto Concepts performance of the week and much more on this Tuesday. A show you can watch on the Facebook, the X, Truth Social, Rumble, YouTube as well. Also, check it out online at jasonwalkershow.com, Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeart Podcasts, SoundCloud. We're everywhere. Just taking over the world. Appreciate you joining us each and every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday here for the Jason Walker Show. We'll get to our Auto Concepts performance of the week coming up. There were some great performances, no doubt about that. Let's see here. We got anything? How about Montana Western? Huge win over then third-ranked College of Idaho at home. Big one. And Western moved up to number 4 in the NAI this week in the latest polls. Great win. And Michael Palandri, the NAI Offensive Player of the Week. And a very, very good team. And it helps when you have Eli Norse, the sophomore. Has played 13 career games. He's had 10 100-yard-plus receiving games. Yeah. He also is a great punt returner. And he is just amazing. Pretty good athlete. Carroll College with the win. Barely. Beating Rocky. And the latest polls, you've got Western at 4, C of I drops to number 9, Tech at 12, Southern Oregon at number 20. This week, Palandri, not only the Frontier Player of the Week, also the NAI, as we mentioned. Defense, Western's linebacker Keegan Muffick, and Spencer Berger, the kicker for Carroll, is Special Teams Player of the Week. Games this week in the Frontier. Got Eastern Oregon against Tech in La Grande. MSU Northern will host Arizona Christian. Carroll will host Simpson University. Does Carroll ever go on the road this year? I don't know. You also have College of Idaho at Southern Oregon. And Western is traveling to D3, Lewis and Clark College, which is different than LC State of the NAI. Let's see here. Frontier Volleyball as well. Good stuff. This young lady who I got to know a couple years ago when I worked up at Providence, Bella Thompson, was a freshman. And she is fantastic. Great young lady from Eva Beach, Hawaii. University of Providence hasn't dropped a set since August 30th. Thompson had 38 assists Friday. She is on number 1 in the NAI, 11.33 sets or assists per set. That's very good. Rocky, new coach, no problem. Audrey Beaumont has Rocky at 9-3. And Julia Carr, digging machine over at Carroll. She is awesome. Let's see here. Players of the week in Frontier Volleyball. Nina Janjic of Providence, your attacker of the week. Bella Thompson, the defender. And the setter, I think that's backwards. Setter's got to be Bella, and Gabrielle Panzetta of Rocky is your defender. Providence, 10-2 overall, 1-0 in the league as it started up last week. Western's ranked 13th, sitting at 9-2. And you got a whole bunch of teams receiving votes. Rocky, Carroll, Tech, all receiving votes. Northern, not. Thursday night, Tech is at Northern. Providence is at Rocky. Friday, Western is at Carroll. Saturday, Tech travels to Helena. Western travels to Great Falls. That's a huge matchup Saturday afternoon in the Electric City. And Northern travels down to Rocky. So there's your Frontier. So I got to check this. Carroll football hasn't played on the road yet, right? Because they hosted Tech. They were home last week. Yeah, they're home this week against Simpson. That's 3 straight home games. They're at ACU, Arizona Christian. Then they've got 3 of 4 at home, and then 2 on the road. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 home games. 1, 2, 3, and 4 road games. That seems like a nice setup. Let's see. The Bobcats were off last week. The Grizzlies rolled a non-scholarship team and won 59-2 or something like that. It was not a good week out in Portland State. They canceled their game Saturday against South Dakota because of whooping cough. So they let South Dakota get to Portland Friday, and then they canceled the game Saturday. Very interesting. So, see what comes of that. It's the first time since 9/11/2001 that the Vikings canceled a football game. Idaho over Albany, 41-13. Idaho is very good. Sac State picked up a win. Cal Poly beat Western Oregon, 31-14. NAU rolled Utah Tech, 45-17. UC Davis beat Southern Utah, 24-21. Eastern Washington lost to Southeastern Louisiana by 4. That's a tough one. North Dakota hammered Idaho State. Abilene Christian squeaked by Northern Colorado, and Lamar got past Weber, 17-16. Weber 1-0 in conference play, tied or on top of the Frontier. How about the Big Sky standings? They're 1-2 overall. The Cats, Idaho, and Montana yet to play a game in the Big Sky. The Cats 3-0. Idaho and the Grizz 2-1. NAU is 2-1. Weber's the only one that's played a conference game, except for Portland State, which is now 0-2 overall. This week, Western Carolina travels to the Grizz. Mercyhurst is at Montana State. Too bad they don't have a mercy rule in college. Eastern Washington goes to Nevada, take on Jeff Choate. Southern Utah plays at Idaho State in Pocatello. NAU's at Incarnate Word down in San Antonio. Sac State goes to Texas A&M Commerce. Weber's at Northwestern State. Idaho at Abilene Christian. Northern Colorado at Stephen F. Austin. Portland State, good luck. I would cancel this one too, at Boise State. And Utah Tech is at UC Davis. The Grizz, despite the win, fell from number 8 to number 9. because Southern Illinois rose to number 7 after being then number 12 Incarnate Word. Cats, ranked 3rd in the country, received 7 first-place votes. Idaho is number 4, receiving 3 first-place votes. Ty Pennington, not the home decorator, but NAU quarterback, the Big Sky Offensive Player of the Week. Sac State's Will Leota, defensive honor. Idaho punt returner Andrew Marshall, the special. How about special teams award? So that is kind of an update there. There is another very cool item I wanted to get to from the NAI, and that is Livingston native, long-time coach, especially after 22 years at LC State, retired a couple of years ago. But Brian Orr was honored by the NAI yesterday, named to the Hall of Fame as a coach. Went to Eastern Montana College, and then went 538, 176 at LC State, losing in the championship of the NAI tournament in Billings a few years ago. 8 straight trips, 2005 to 2012. 2017, they played in the championship, lost to Oklahoma City, 73-66. He was a very, very good coach. Very good coach. And 5 Frontier Conference regular season titles, 7 tournament titles, 13 conference championship games, and unbelievable job. He was an assistant at MSU under Tracy Sheehan. Right? No. Who was under Sheehan? Or was under McCarthy, Frank McCarthy. Was also a coach up at the University of Great Falls before it became Providence. He was an assistant at MSU Billings. Head boys and girls coach at Sims, coached at Lewistown, started his career at Joplin Inverness right after graduating. So congratulations to Coach Orr. Great guy and unbelievable coach. It was really fun to get to know him 25 years ago and continue. So great dude. Congratulations on that honor for sure. Let's see here. High school stuff. Man, there was some good stuff over the weekend. Let's start with Friday night, AA, Kalispell, or God, I hate this, how they do this. Glacier hammered Butte. We'll talk to Dane Broadhead, Helena High coach, about Glacier here in a little bit. Capital rolled Sentinel, which was surprising. Sentinel, 41-6 was a score. Merrick Mihelish, 5 touchdown passes, including a 78-yarder to Daniel Larson. And Cole Graham back. That's good. Top-ranked Bozeman rolled over Skyview. Cash Embry scored twice on the ground, threw 2 more. Great Falls High. Man, it's great to see the Bison back. 38-7, a win over Belgrade. Riley Collette, a couple of scores through the air, ran for 1. Gallatin shutout Senior, 35-0. Grant Vegan, a couple of touchdown passes. West beat CMR last Thursday, 38-7. That's a good one. Big Sky shut out Flathead, 29-0. It's going to be a long year for Flathead. Again, they had 8 turnovers, the Braves did. 4 fumbles, 4 picks. Man. Whitefish squeaked past Corvallis, 21-20. 159 yards and a touchdown for Carson Gulick. Also ran for 137 and 2 scores. Miles City, 22-19 over Havre. Miles City is going to be at East Helena Friday night. That's going to be a good game. Frenchtown beat Lakeland, Idaho. Browning shut out Stevensville. That's a surprise. Taj Wells took a punt to the end zone. Also had a 41-yard touchdown run. Ashton Granados scored twice, including a 5-yarder. The defense had a pick six. Laurel hammered Hardin 42-14. So Hardin in back-to-back weeks beaten 54-8 and 42-14. Number 1, Dillon, 21-7 over Columbia Falls in a rematch of the state championship from a year ago. Glendive beat Lockwood 38-31. Class B, Big Timber shut out by Loyola 40-0. Jack Clevenger threw for 2, ran for 1, had 212 yards through the air. Malta upset Jefferson. That's a big one. We'll talk to Clint Lang on Thursday. 31-17 on the road, Jefferson was. Jefferson was up 14 points in the first quarter before the Mustangs scored 24 unanswered. Luke Oxhart, a couple of touchdown runs. Dawson Hammond, a 70-yard fumble recovery for a score. Down in 8-man, let's see, anything. Tyler Lone of Fairview, 47-18 win. He had 6 touchdowns. In 6-man, Westbury Granora rolled Brockton. Highwood beat Hobson Moore. Chase Tinklenberg and Ryder Zanto combined for 5 scores. Bridger 50-0 over Reed Point Rappeljay. It was 44-0 at the half. Gage Goltz 5 touchdowns. Bishop Hopewell caught 3 of them. And Custer Hysham Melstone, an upset of third-ranked West Yellowstone, 56-30. How about this guy? Zach Bogdanovich, 309 yards rushing and 3 scores. He carried the ball 36 times. It's crazy. Crazy good. So that was Friday night. Let's check out some of the Saturday scores, shall we? Why not? I think it's a good idea. And we'll get to our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week coming up. Savage beat Terry 50-22. Freud Lake 30-6 over Plevna. Rylan Young, a couple of touchdown passes. Also returned one for to the house. So, a couple of good games there for sure on Saturday. Let's see here. Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Man, that one's a tough one. Merrick Mihelish, 5 touchdown passes. Got to be in there. Cash Embry, 3 scores. Riley Coletta, Great Falls High. Trigby Braun, Helena, had 3 scores. So, man. I wonder how we can pick outside of just picking one. You know what? It's got to be this guy. It's got to be Zach Bogdanovich. 36 carries, 309 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Custer Hysham Melstone in an upset of third-ranked West Yellowstone. I mean, it's almost 10 yards a carry, folks. So, Zach Bogdanovich, Custer Hysham Melstone, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Congratulations. Hunting season just around the corner. Auto Concepts, your place to go to get everything rigged up for the big hunt. Auto Concepts, your auto enhancement professionals in Helena. Take a break. We'll come back to the Off the Wall Mancave. We'll talk about Helena High's big win. 1-0 in the Western AA. Started the season 0-2. Conference is where it really matters. And Dane Broadhead will break it down for us when we come back here on a Tuesday. Jason Walker Show.
For more than 20 years, Off the Wall Advertising has built a track record of success helping businesses like yours across the state of Montana. While working with hundreds of businesses, including Jason Walker Media, they have developed a system for success. Off the Wall Advertising utilizes indoor advertising, placing professional billboards in high-traffic locations. Let Off the Wall Advertising show you how to get the return on investment you expect from every advertising dollar. Off the Wall Advertising, along with the Jason Walker Show and Continental Divide Radio, have packages for even more bang for your buck.
Contact Off the Wall today at offthewallmt.com to schedule a free consultation. If you are truly looking to get away for a weekend, let Auto Concepts get you started. Introducing the Overlander camping setup. The tent fits right on top of your truck, sleeps 3, and features an LED light bar and USB connections. It's easy to travel with and pack up to get you away from everyone and up off the ground. Auto Concepts also will get your rig detailed to look good for the summer to make sure your vehicle looks sharp inside and out. Auto Concepts does window tinting, lift kits, cattle guards, and more. Everything your vehicle needs. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. There's only one place in Helena to cure your craving for Cajun cuisine, and that is Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys and catfish to jambalaya and much more, Cafe Zydeco has the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And Cafe Zydeco cares about those that take care of us. Military, law enforcement, first responders can get your drink free as a way of saying thank you to those that protect us every day. If you're looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner, get the flavor of the Big Easy in Big Sky Country at Cafe Zydeco on Euclid in Helena.
Casey Damon is a sixth-generation Montanan with deep roots, making her a true Montana insider. She knows all the best places from fishing and recreation to entertainment and local hidden gems. She grew up here, went to the historic Central Elementary School, and graduated from Helena High. She is proud of her Montana lifestyle and loves Montana history. Helena and Central Montana are great places to live, work, and enjoy, which is why she chooses to keep calling it home. Voted Helena's favorite realtor and Montana's best residential realtor, there's no wonder why people go to her for their real estate needs. Casey understands that selling and buying a home is complex and deeply personal. There's also a lot at stake financially and personally. This perspective on the process and the responsibility felt towards her clients drives Casey to truly be an expert at her job. She understands the market and all the variables involved in a real estate transaction, making sure you feel supported and that you have a trusted advisor by your side. To work with Casey Damon, give her a call at 406-465-6780 or text KACIE to 85377.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. And when you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from the Lundy Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Saturday nights are meant for dancing, fun, and good times, and Continental Divide Radio is your home for all that and more as we bring you the Joe Mitchell State Farm Country Dance Hour, followed by an hour of nothing but the best from the 80s with the Joe Mitchell State Farm 80s Party Hour. Celebrate the music of your memories with only the best country dance songs and music from the decade of decadence. The Joe Mitchell State Farm Country Dance Hour and the Joe Mitchell State Farm 80s Dance Party, Saturday nights beginning at 9 on Continental Divide Radio. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
little Clash bringing us back to the Off the Wall Man Cave on a Tuesday. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture. 1010 Dearborn, Helena. On this day in history, the walk-off, whole lot more coming up. And yes, a lot of people have asked me this today. I did shave the face. Just a fresh start. Got summer ending. Fall begins on over the weekend. I think Thursday or Friday, the official first day of fall. Really good question when it starts. Doesn't say. Oh, we'll figure it out. Anyway, man, what's coming up? Oh, hey, by the way, every Monday through Friday, tune into Jaywalk in the mornings. We have fun. We play nothing but the music of your memories. Country, rock, pop, rap, hip-hop, oldies, 70s, classics, you name it, we got it. We have fun. So that is 6 to 10, Monday through Friday, Mountain Time. Continental Divide Radio, JasonWalkerMedia.com. We're going to have an announcement to make a little bit later on in the show as well. Does not involve Helena High football, but congratulations to the Bengals. 1-0 in the Western AA, picked up the first win of the year with a big win over Hellgate Friday night at home. Back home this week against Glacier to recap the win and look ahead to the Wolfpack coming to town. Here's head coach Dane Broadhead joining us. Jason Walker Show. Well, I'm sure waking up on a Saturday morning was a lot nicer this last week after going 1-0 in the Western AA. Coach, how are you?
Yeah, doing great. Yes, always is to wake up the next day after a win. That's what I told the guys in the locker room. It doesn't matter who it's against or what the score is or how you get there, but anytime you get a win in the AA is a good feeling. So definitely one to celebrate after Friday.
You realize you're a third of the way through your season already?
Isn't that wild? it's crazy. I was literally thinking about the other day. You put so much time in the spring and summer, and there's so much anticipation for August, and then next thing you know, it's like you literally blink twice, and it's dang near October.
I know. I mean, the first day of fall is this weekend, so now
is it really?
Yeah, now it officially feels like football weather.
Yeah, it did, and it did. Friday was perfect. It was like a perfect night for football. So, and it looks like we're going to get another really good night on Friday this week.
Did you ever, because I remember asking Coach Van Diest this one time about, cold and football weather. He goes, I hate the cold, but weather is weather. And to paraphrase him, he's just like, I don't know where people get this. It's football weather. Give me a nice dry day when I don't have to worry about things and slipping around.
Yeah, that's honestly, he's spot on with that. Anytime it's raining or snowing or wind, wind is always something that plays a big factor that, people don't maybe think as much about. But yeah, nice dry day, temperature, it is what, early season, obviously you deal with the heat, late season, you deal with the cold and kind of everything in between. But yeah, a nice day where it's dry, especially at home on the grass, that makes a big difference.
How's the field? And I'm going to ask you this every year because we got a little bit of rain last week. We're going to have some more this week. Sure. You're going to have that field tore up by the time Capital gets back onto that field. Honestly, it's in great shape. It's probably and I'm not exaggerating with this. It's in as good a shape as I've ever seen it. Good.
The nice thing with the rain, as long as we don't get it on game day, it holds it pretty well, and it looks like maybe rain tomorrow, which is fine. If it rains on Wednesday, as long as we don't get any more on Thursday or Friday morning, we should be okay.
Dane Broadhead, the Helena High football coach, our guest here, Jason Walker Show. We mentioned the win, 45-6 over Hellgate, but Trigby Braun, you and I were talking about him before we came on the air, and he had 3 TDs on Friday night, but having an unbelievable year so far, and maybe a quiet year, which is good for you guys. Now the Western AA knows about him, but a good start to the season for him.
Yeah, obviously a kid that came into the season, did some really good things for us last year, but not necessarily a known commodity, I guess, around the state. But yeah, doing a heck of a job. I think he's still second in the AA in rushing. I haven't checked that. I know he was last week after 2 weeks, but one of the leading tacklers in the state. So a weapon on both sides of the ball, and he can do it all. I mean, the kid, he scores touchdowns and then he stays on to kick PATs and he kicks field goal for us and, plays linebacker really, really well. So, obviously a kid that's doing a lot of great things for us. And it's cool to see that because he's a great kid off the field too. He, works really hard. His teammates really like him. He's a very likable kid, a very coachable kid. So it's cool to see great things happening for kids like that.
Are you more excited on the sideline for, let's say, a 56-yard touchdown pass and run for a score, or like Kyle Davis taking a fumble back for a TD?
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, that's, one you don't see too often, especially on kickoff. And it was such a, cool play because everything just got bottled up and, you think like, hey, great job. Kickoff cover did a great job covering. And next thing you know, you see him just taking off down the middle of the field. And, a lot of times that gets blown dead, but they let it roll. And, he scored a ton of defensive points on that. We keep D points every week. And, so he caused a fumble, he recovered a fumble, and then a defensive touchdown, which is pretty cool to see.
Hey, he got more points than my Dallas Cowboys did for fantasy this week.
Oh boy, yes he did. And here's the problem though, I could make fun of you about the Cowboys, but we know the other side of it. The Giants are going to lose every game they play this year. So
no, they'll sneak. I can't even
talk to that. Oh God, that'll be a tie. It'll be a tie. That'll be the pillow fight of the league.
6-6 tie.
Oh man. Well, here's the question though. Dallas is who they are, I think, but are the Saints that good? They're kind of a surprise through 2 weeks, aren't they?
I agree. And it's crazy because I was out golfing Sunday with my buddy and I like to listen to Continental Divide Radio music. It's always fun. He listens to fantasy football all day. So okay. I'm getting all these updates. The best part was I wasn't playing him, but he sat Alvin Kamara.
Oh,
that was 50 points on his bench. But the fantasy guys were like, look, I think this offense is better than maybe we gave him credit for. It's a new offense. And through 2 weeks, New Orleans looks really good.
Yeah. Honestly, this time of year, I don't really, obviously I pay attention to it. I have a couple fantasy teams or whatever. I'm usually not very good because I don't pay much attention. But that's what all the kids at school were saying, that the Saints are tearing it up.
Yeah, and for once they're not talking about Carroll. It's New Orleans,
right? Yeah, it's been a while. I can't remember the last. Drew Brees, I guess, was the last time they were relevant.
Yeah. Got another home game this week. Grady Bennett coming to town with his Glacier Wolfpack, and it starts with Jackson Presley. We know how good this kid is, the Boise State commit. He's only a junior, but how has he progressed from a great sophomore season to keep it rolling and getting better as a junior?
Yeah, he's obviously really special. One of the better ones I've ever seen. Regardless of where I've been or, what level of high school football, or he's really, really good, I guess is my point. Extremely accurate. The decision-making, that's what kind of sets him apart. And it was even as a sophomore last year, that's what I was so impressed with, was his ability to, diagnose a defense, make a decision, get the ball out of his hand. He's got a really nice release. It's hard to rattle him. He's very, very composed. You never see him running around, just panicking or, he's always composed. And obviously it helps when he has the O-line that he does up in front of him and in the run game with Dorchus. And, so they're very, very good, but a great opportunity for us, at home for homecoming. It's going to be a great ball game.
You mentioned Dorchus. He had 3 scores as well. This is a great battle between what you guys have on both sides of the ball, what they have. I mean, they might have the more explosive offense, but what a great early season test for the Bengals.
Yeah, it really is. It's just another opportunity for us to play a really good football team. We've, obviously we knew our schedule coming in was going to be really, really challenging, but, playing some great, really good teams out of the gate. And this is just another one in that line. They're every bit as good as advertised. There's really no chink in their armor. When you look around and look at their roster and personnel on both sides of the ball and special teams included in that. And yeah, it is. It's going to be a great test for us. We're going to have to play a really clean football game and manage things in all 3 phases to have a shot on Friday night.
You mentioned cleanliness. How have the penalties been for Helena High this year?
Yeah, pretty good, honestly. And that's really going to have to be a point of emphasis on Friday for us. We can't commit stupid penalties. We can't turn the ball over. Field position is paramount. And then when you get an opportunity to extend drives on 3rd down, and if you get a chance to get in the red zone, you have to score.
Yeah, and field goals probably won't get it done. You're going to have to put up the Sixers.
No, points are important, but yeah, it's you look at games every week and you kind of get that feel for it. Is it a touchdown game? Is it a field goal game? Is it a, defense and kicking game? What, you kind of got to get that feel for it. But I think you're right. I think Friday night's the touchdown game for sure.
Not looking ahead to next week, but Capital, it's the crosstown next week. You're going to face another great quarterback in Merrick Mihelish and another great offensive line. How is this game going to prepare you for next week, or do you even worry about it right now?
No, I think it is. It's 2 weeks in a row. Obviously, the focus is on Glacier, but you're going to face 2 explosive offenses in a row, 2 really good O lines, 2 really well coached O lines. So it is. It's a challenge for you up front. You've got to be really, really sound in your run fits. Obviously, your coverage on the back end has to be buckled down, and I think you've got to come out and do a variety of different things. I don't think you can show, whether it's Jackson Presley or Merrick, you can't show them the same look over and over. I think, Coach Schultz has a good game plan going into it of, mixing things up and running some different fronts and blitzes and twists and coverages and at different times. But I mean, the biggest thing is, it comes down to, assignment, alignment, executing and finding a way to make plays.
And don't give up the big play.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. Against great teams like that, you can't. You got to keep everything in front of you, and then obviously tackle in space when you get to the ball.
Just remember what my former broadcast partner, if you get a lead late in the 4th, and Greg Upham would always say, I hate a prevent defense because it prevents you from winning.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. You can't. I've never liked the prevent. You see it. And you see it every level of football and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever it may be. But yeah, no, I don't agree with the prevent. I think, you get to a point in a game where you've been successful with whatever you're doing, and it makes no sense to me to change it and completely go away from your defensive philosophy.
All right. So the Giants are at Cleveland on Sunday, the early game. Where the heck do the Cowboys play? I don't even know. Doesn't matter.
That's a good question.
They're on the road.
Not sure.
All right. Giants and Deshaun Watson. That'll be not worth watching.
No, probably not. You're hopeful because it's the Browns, but the Browns are a little better than they have been, I think. And I don't know. Although Nate, I did look at that on fantasy. I drafted the Neighbors guy, And he had a really good week, so that's encouraging. Maybe there's some signs of life for the offense there. I don't even remember how many points they scored against Washington, but clearly it wasn't enough.
The Cowboys host the Ravens, the 0-2 Ravens, which is.
Ooh, and I was gonna say they got beat by Oakland, so they're probably going to be real motivated in that one to come out and hang a 50 spot on your boys.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially. I thought the Dallas defense was supposed to be good.
You sound like every Cowboy fan in America. At least with the Giants, there were no expectations going into this year. But every year, it's I don't know. The Cowboys are kind of like a baseball team going into spring training every year. It's like these high,
I know,
lofty, just completely unrealistic expectations. But, the one thing they do for you guys is they find a way to humble you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, my wife told me one time, because we were sitting on the couch, and I don't remember what she said, but she goes, "Does that disappoint you?" And I said, "Well, I've been a Mets fan and a Bobcat fan my whole life. I'm used to it." But you can add Cowboys fan in there, too, because, 30 years later, they still haven't won anything. By the way, it's not a big week next week because it's crosstown. It's Thursday night, Cowboys at the Giants. Next Thursday.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
There we go. We might have to do a little off-air wager on that one.
A little, yes.
We're on air. I don't even care. We can come up with something on your show. I love it.
I love it.
Keep thinking of that. Let's put a little something on that one next week.
Because the Cowboys will be 1-2. The Giants will be 0-3. It's just who's going to be cleaning up after Philadelphia in the East. That's basically it.
Will be the Amazon Prime Thursday night pillow fight of the week. I love it.
Before I let you go, it is National Professional House Cleaners Day today. Do you have a housekeeper or are you the house cleaner?
You know what I do for a living, bro? I'm a teacher. I am dusted. Actually, no, I hate to dust. I love to vacuum, oddly.
Really?
Don't mind cleaning the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like a clean house. Obviously, this time of year, it's a little harder to keep up with it. But, yeah, no, I get after it. I like to keep the place as clean as I can. So,
well, I should hire you to come clean my house then, because I hate it.
Hey, there we go. There's a little, there's a little extra side work for me. That wouldn't be bad. Yeah, like I said, for whatever reason, I hate to dust, but the rest of it, I'm okay with.
Yeah, my wife makes me vacuum, and clean.
Get your Roomba. Go buy a Roomba.
Her mom got us one for Christmas a few years ago. It doesn't work great. It's so weird. It'll be in the same spot. It's just, I don't like it. So I will vacuum. I will sweep, and the little one mops. So at least she's got that. But I take care of the yard, and then I do have to clean my own toilet. She won't do that, but.
Well, I don't blame her there. I would clean your toilet either.
Hey, if the Cowboys beat the Giants, you're coming over to clean my toilet.
I love it. It's a good one. That's funny. That'd be a great bet.
Yeah, don't expect. You got 2 boys. They can do some cleaning.
Yeah, that's true. They're finally getting to that point where they can help a little bit. The little, their attention span is like, I know. It's like pulling teeth sometimes. But yeah, maybe me and Butch. It's the Giants. You got to give me some points, though. Obviously, we're not that straight up. So let's wait and look at the line, and when we talk Tuesday, then we can finalize this toilet cleaning deal.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, and then you can bring the boys over. They can have the play date, and I can't remember which one doesn't want the girl Barbies. He only wants the boy Barbies. I think that was Cole. Cole,
yeah, that's Cole.
Yeah, he goes,
Cole, yeah.
Does she have just girl Barbies? I'm like, no, she's got like Cat Noir and some random soccer Barbie dude. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
All right. Good luck this week against Glacier. I'm looking forward to chatting next week and finalizing this bet for next Thursday night.
Perfect. I love it. Thanks for having me.
That is Dane Broadhead, future Jason Walker toilet cleaner. I can't wait to see what we come up with next week. That's going to be fun. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, by the way, the Bengals and Glacier, 7 o'clock on Friday night at Vigilante. Quick break, and we'll come back with an announcement and much more still to come. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. It's the Jason Walker Show on a Tuesday.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Casey Damon is a sixth-generation Montanan with deep roots, making her a true Montana insider. She knows all the best places, from fishing and recreation to entertainment and local hidden gems. She grew up here, went to the historic Central Elementary School, and graduated from Helena High. She is proud of her Montana lifestyle and loves Montana history. Helena and Central Montana are great places to live, work, and enjoy, which is why she chooses to keep calling it home. Voted Helena's favorite realtor and Montana's best residential realtor, there's no wonder why people go to her for their real estate needs. Casey understands that selling and buying a home is complex and deeply personal. There's also a lot at stake financially and personally. This perspective on the process and the responsibility felt towards her clients drives Casey to truly be an expert at her job. She understands the market and all the variables involved in a real estate transaction, making sure you feel supported and that you have a trusted advisor by your side. To work with Casey Damon, give her a call at 406-465-6780 or text KACIE to 85377. For more than 20 years, Off the Wall Advertising has built a track record of success helping businesses like yours across the state of Montana. While working with hundreds of businesses, including Jason Walker Media, they have developed a system for success. Off the Wall Advertising utilizes indoor advertising, placing professional billboards in high-traffic locations. Let Off the Wall Advertising show you how to get the return on investment you expect from every advertising dollar. Off the Wall Advertising, along with the Jason Walker Show and Continental Divide Radio, have packages for even more bang for your buck. Contact Off the Wall today at offthewallmt.com to schedule a free consultation. There's only one place in Helena to cure your craving for Cajun cuisine, and that is Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys and catfish to jambalaya and much more, Cafe Zydeco has the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And Cafe Zydeco cares about those that take care of us. Military, law enforcement, first responders can get your drink free as a way of saying thank you to those that protect us every day. If you're looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner, get the flavor of the Big Easy in Big Sky Country at Cafe Zydeco on Euclid in Helena. If you are truly looking to get away for a weekend, let Auto Concepts get you started. Introducing the Overlander camping setup. The tent fits right on top of your truck, sleeps 3, and features an LED light bar and USB connections. It's easy to travel with and pack up to get you away from everyone and up off the ground. Auto Concepts also will get your rig detailed to look good for the summer to make sure your vehicle looks sharp inside and out. Auto Concepts does window tinting, lift kits, cattle guards, and more. Everything your vehicle needs. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Final segment on a Tuesday in the Off the Wall Mancave. The segment brought to you by Copper Club Casino. Drink and gamble responsibly. Growing up in Bozeman, this always sounded like Rock the Cat's Paw. But it's not. Good video. The Clash. Just got some breaking news in. Kamala Harris has survived an attempted interview. Anyway, tomorrow on the show, we'll talk to Kamala Hellish, Joe Horn. You can catch the show anytime, JasonWalkerMedia.com. No, JasonWalkerShow.com. Show. JasonWalkerShow.com. Let's see here. Contract personnel announced for the 2024 Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. And it includes some good ones. Randy Corley, Roger Mooney, Wayne Brooks will be your three announcers, December 5th through the 14th at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas. Let's see here. Sonny Deb Backstrom will be the secretary, 19 years in a row. Let's see, timers. Brad Narducci is going to be the assistant music director. Josh Hilton, music director. This is what really matters, though. The specialty acts include Helena's own Madison McDonald Thomas and Shane Proctor's better half, Haley Proctor. Haley Proctor making her first appearance at the NFR. That's awesome. Madison going back for, I think, the 7th or 8th year. But congratulations to Madison and Haley both. Great, great, great young ladies. And both have been on the show and friends of the show. All right, let's get to our big announcement. Saturday, Continental Divide Radio is where you will hear the South Division flag football divisionals. Absolutely awesome. We will start our coverage right before noon on Saturday with Jefferson taking on Three Forks. At 1 o'clock, East Helena will battle Butte. The losers will play each other at 2. The winners will play each other at 3. All 4 games right here will be on Continental Divide Radio and JasonWalkerMedia.com. It is the all-class divisional girls flag football tournament. First ever divisional. It's awesome. State next week in Bozeman, but we'll have the divisionals for you here on Continental Divide Radio and JasonWalkerMedia.com. Thanks to 406 Homes for helping put this on. And we'll have some more advertisers and great sponsors as well. So very cool. Thank you, guys. Let's do on this day in history. It is September the 17th, 2024. It is National IT Professionals Day. It is Professional House Cleaners Day, Voter Registration Day, Apple Dumpling Day, and Constitution Day and Citizenship Day. Because on this day, in 1787, the U.S. Constitution signed by delegates at the Philadelphia Convention. Battle of Antietam happened on this date in 1862. The bloodiest day in the American Civil War. 22,000 either dead, wounded, or missing. Let's see. 1920, the NFL was born in Canton, Ohio. 12 teams paid $100 each to join. Renamed the NFL 2 years later. 1964, Mickey Mantle, the Yankees, gets career hits. 1999, 2000, and 2001. Also his 450th career home run. 1984, Reggie Jackson becomes the 13th to hit 500. This was a big deal. 1996, Hideo Nomo no-hit the Colorado Rockies at Coors Field, the first one. Rube Foster, born on this date in 1879, the founder of the Negro League Baseball. George Blanda, born 1927. The coach, Phil Jackson, born in 1945 in Deer Lodge. Jimmy Johnson turns 49, the great NASCAR racer. Alex Ovechkin, the hockey player, is 39. And Patrick Mahomes is 29 today. Let's see, other birthday. Hank Williams Sr., born on this date in 1923. Flo Rida. Tremar Dillard, born on this date in 1979. A lot of TV debuts on this date. The Fugitive, 1963. Bewitched, 1964. Hogan's Heroes in 65. And MASH debuted on this day in 1972. So, little history on a Tuesday. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. It's a rainy night. Jambalaya. Speaking of Hank Williams. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, a feta gumbo. Yeah, maybe some catfish. Little one's got ballet auditions for the Nutcracker tonight, and that means so do I, because Miss Campbell over at Queen City said, if the little one's doing it, you're doing it. And I said, all right, can't really say no to Miss Campbell. So you'll be wanting to buy tickets for the Nutcracker in Helena this year. Thanks to Dane Broadhead for joining us. Always fun checking in with the coach of Helena High. They host Glacier on Friday night. Tomorrow on the show, Joe Horn, Townsend football coach, will join us. We'll talk to Kyle Mihelish of Capital. They take on Hellgate on the road. Let's see here. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Townsend, by the way, is going to be playing at Whitehall on Friday night. We'll do it again tomorrow from the Off the Wall Mancave. Check it out, jasonwalkershow.com and jasonwalkermedia.com, along with Continental Divide Radio, your home for the music of your memories, 6 a.m. every weekday. Join us, won't you? See you back here tomorrow from the Off the Wall Mancave.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.